director at VantagePoint. I oversee consulting delivery across the organisation, support with strategic accounts as well as strategic decisions across the business. I focus on growth and mentoring and training of the team across all parts of the business. So at VantagePoint, we placed continued emphasis on feedback across the organisation, incorporating internal feedback as well as continually requesting feedback and discussion with our clients. In terms of celebrating our wins, we like to promote individual and collective success. We have weekly forums where we present things that have happened well in the business, for example, winning new accounts, some successful project delivery. So we'd like to publicise those wins so people are aware, and obviously they receive the appropriate accolades for the good work that those people have done. In terms of losses, where I do think this is almost more important in some ways, we like to do lessons learned from projects that we have delivered. If we have been in a process that hasn't been successful, we always put emphasis on ensuring that is not seen as a loss, but more of a learning opportunity. By digesting what's happened, by exploring better ways of working, that builds into our theme of continual improvement and growth. So nothing's ever seen as a loss, but more as an opportunity for learning, and something we can take into the next process. My role as a director is heavily focused on our clients primarily. A lot of the work I do is supporting with particularly some of our strategic accounts, and that might be from any aspect of technical delivery, focusing on best practice design, through to the actual methodology and delivery that our consultants on the ground deliver to those customers. In terms of what I would bring to our clients in that area, it would be years of experience working in this space, not only focusing on the success in the immediate term of the actual project itself, but thinking bigger picture, how can we offer the most value to our customers in terms of longer term transformation, always looking to take a step back, think about what success really means for our customers, defining, benchmarking and thinking about that criteria and referring back to it across our accounts has always put us in a good position to be successful for our customers, and most of all offer good value for money when incorporating our delivery team to achieve their objectives. In terms of impact within the industry, I would like to think that VantagePoint is seen as the go-to boutique organisation when it comes to not only technology delivery with the vendors that we are partnered with, but also from an advisory and management consulting perspective. So I'd like us to be seen as the largest organisation and most successful organisation, easy to work with outside of the Big Four in all of those areas. I feel like within the industry itself, we can offer best practice and a niche level of expertise in all of our technology delivery, and that coupled with our advisory and management consulting like mindset positions us extremely well to be top of the list when it comes to working with an organisation like ours within the industry. I think at VantagePoint, the main emphasis I would place in terms of difference to other organisations is that we genuinely care about the customers we work with, and we look to go above and beyond for those customers. We don't deem things like project as a short-term engagement. We put an emphasis on partnering. We like to work with our customers and bring all of the value and expertise that we have in supporting them on that journey. I think one of the number one things that we emphasise since starting VantagePoint is in terms of attention to detail. So the things that we do in everything we do is focused in that area. For me, this is a great question because myself and one other originally founded the business. So I've seen VantagePoint go from an idea which we discussed and debated in many hours and evenings within an office within the city. That then turned into something real and tangible, where a really fun part of our journey was Matt and I sitting in one of our houses talking about what we'd even name the company, who do we employ, what the logos would look like, the colour schemes and all that kind of stuff, which was for me really, really enjoyable. But going from that initial inception and idea through to where we are now, I've just seen so many changes and progression within the organisation. I think the thing that's been the most rewarding for me is the people that we've brought in have just offered so much quality and calibre and such a rewarding environment to witness grow. So as we've progressed and we've added more and more people into the company, seeing that atmosphere, environment, the pride that people take in their work, has been one of the most transformative things for me. I think the final thing I'd say is that as we've gone from obviously initially just us two to the size of the organisation we are now, something that's been amazing for me is that I've just learned so much from every individual person that has joined in many different ways. And that for me has been the biggest thing, from starting from where we initiated from, which was just an idea, to the organisation that we are now. I'm going to not answer the question too directly here, because I think there's many times and occasions that I can think of single successes and victories that make me feel proud to be part of the leadership team. But I think what I can say genuinely is that each day I come to work or work in and around the leadership team, I feel immense pride to be part of that leadership team. I look around at the faces when we're doing meetings or we're presenting or we're discussing ideas or we're dealing with challenges, and it always humbles me greatly to look at the calibre and the quality that we have surrounded ourselves with in terms of leadership team, and I think that's the thing I would take the most pride in. If money was no object, the thing I would most put emphasis on, I don't know if there's a specific job itself for this, but I would like to give back to communities. I think something that would be important to me is giving children opportunities where otherwise they wouldn't have them. So I think something in that area, working with children from lesser fortunate areas who don't necessarily have those opportunities presented to them in the way that I have it in life, I think would be something I'd like to focus on.